So, I just wanted to make a quick video here about how to get trackIR working in this game. I believe Naturalpoint's TrackIR5 is probably the most prolific trackIR software out there, and for some reason it is not supported in Project Wingman. Whereas things like basically bootleg trackIR is officially supported. So it's actually reasonably easy to get real trackIR working. As you can see, it's quite nice just to be able to look around, and whereas, say there's an aircraft in front of me and above me, if I tried to lock the aircraft above me, it would only lock the aircraft in front of me. It actually cages your sort of locking to your view and not the bore side of your aircraft. So you can actually look at a target and lock it far off bore sight, which is really nice for the speedrun and just in normal gameplay. The situational awareness it provides is really amazing too. I highly recommend trackIR. But it's pretty simple to get it working, so you're going to need a couple things here. One is obviously trackIR software, get that all set up. It's not a tutorial for that. But then you're going to pop over to this website. I'll put a link in the description. It is FreePie. So you're just going to click this download button over here. It'll give you a little installer. You run that. This is basically a programmable input emulator that'll take the axis commands from trackIR5 and it'll turn those into mouse movements for this game. And I believe if we go into gameplay, yeah, freeTrack, FreePie, basically the same thing. So over here, you install this, and it'll give you this sort of menu here. Now, it runs JavaScript commands, essentially, and this wonderful guy, Morty Dilgafson, I believe, on the Steam forums, came with this wonderful, wonderful code that will allow you to just copy and paste. I'll put a link to this comment, or yeah, this thread comment, as well as just the raw code. You're going to go over to File, New, and then you should just be able to, if it will give me a cursor, hello, because I have a script running. You'll just be able to paste that in there, hit File, Save As, and then you want to save it somewhere in your documents. I just have Wingman trackIR.py. And then you can run that every time. So when you want to play the game, you hit Run Script, and it will, let's just get rid of that. Don't want anything bloating this. It'll minimize your trackIR software, and oh lord, now that's way off. There we go. It will hopefully work perfectly. Now, the one other thing that I can think of that you might need is to open up your actual trackIR software here and go down to the free space 2 and set that to whatever profile you actually use instead of the default. So the FreePie basically uses free space 2 for some reason. Not quite sure why, but apparently most of the sort of input emulation uses free space 2 as its sort of parent profile. You're going to set that. Mine is just named custom to whatever one you use, so that it has all your key bindings correct, like your center view and your pause tracking and all that. And that will hopefully be it. So again, highly recommend getting trackIR for any flight simulator, but even Project Wingman, these arcade ones, it's pretty nice to have, and this game really is beautiful. Cannot recommend it enough.